Hey y'all, I'm back today with my monthly update on how I'm doing saving for my next trip to Britain. October was an interesting month. It was a little bit better, so I was able to save. I just wanted to make sure. I should remember I saved $100, but I wanted to write it down. So the main way that came through is I had a couple of good sales. As I've talked about, I sell things on eBay that I find at yard sales. And I found a couple of good items that got me to that $100. That's really rare for me. I tend to sell really cheap stuff. If I make $10 off of something, that's really good for me. So the fact that I had a couple of really big sales and didn't spend a lot of money on those items, so was able to put it in savings, is fantastic for me. It was a real boost. But I have to say, I did have, I've been a little burnt out on I work full time, like 8 to 5, Monday through Friday, and I have a good solid job, but I find it exhausting to work in an office 8 to 5, plus commute, and then try to get up early on a Saturday morning and go to yard sales and find things to resell. It felt like I was working all the time. So last weekend, I took the weekend off from that and I felt so much more rested. And I think I'm gonna keep trying to do I go to a yard sale on Saturday and try to find items that I can flip on eBay. But I don't think it's gonna be a huge amount of money because I don't think I can push myself hard enough to make, say, the hundreds of dollars that I really need every month to try to get saving for a trip. So I'm gonna have to think of some new ways to maybe save money, or I'm thinking about stuff. I'm just considering what to do. One of the things I have been thinking about is I saw someone's gonna do a no-buy year for 2024, and I know I've seen people do that before. And so I'm wondering if I should do a no-buy year myself in 2024. Sorry, I had to pause there for a second. So thinking about doing a no-buy year, but the big thing about it is you don't buy non-essential stuff. And I'm not a big shopper, so a lot of times it's like, don't buy new clothes, don't buy new makeup, and clearly I do not do makeup, and I tend to not buy a lot of clothes. But I was trying to find a way to trim my budget a little bit. I think even a little bit might help. But if you've watched my videos, actually when I was traveling in the UK a couple of years ago, I'm kind of obsessed with holiday drinks, but not just holiday drinks, let's be honest. I am definitely the type of person who has to have my either Starbucks or insert chain restaurant here. Right now, a lot of it is Dunkin' Donuts because they've been doing a lot of seasonal drinks. And actually, I just they've introduced let's hold this up properly. They've introduced their Christmas drinks just now. So I had to go get something to try. And to be honest, I think if this was the only thing I did, if I say didn't want to travel, or I didn't have that desire to run away to another country all the time, then if I just drank some coffee or hot chocolate from a chain store or coffee shop, it wouldn't be that bad. It would be kind of the only other thing I really spend a lot of money on. But since I do really want to travel again, and it's gonna be hard to do so if I don't save a lot of money, then I might have to trim that down a bit. So I'm gonna try, and maybe if anyone has any suggestions for getting through a no-buy year, that would be helpful too. But I'm thinking of ideas, and obviously your comments and your support in the below always helps me to come up with new ideas. You always have great ideas for me, and maybe we'll get to this. I think November is gonna be pretty good. Looking at my budget, I think I'm gonna be all right, but I'm gonna try to work really hard and get some money saved up and plan that next trip. So let me know how you all are doing with your savings and planning your next trip. Let's chat about it in the comments. I'll see you next time, okay?